What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Look, good white folk in America are saying they don't want to be like you. You know who you are, because you be watching my channels. You be reporting me for racism when I'm telling the truth. You. Nobody wants to be like you, okay? And good, decent white folk don't want to be like you. They want to be associated with you. They don't want to be categorized like you. They don't want to be in the same sentence, book, paragraph, movie as you. All right, they're trying to delineate from you. If there is ever a delineation movement that actually matters, it's these good white folk trying to delineate from you. All right, maybe you need to come up with a term to separate yourself from the rest of these white folk. The same way we got our FBA separating themselves from the rest of African Americans, so they can be xenophobic, hateful, and divisionist all by themselves over there somewhere. All right, that's what you guys need to do. You guys need to go over there somewhere, come up with a new name, right, to disassociate yourself with these good white folk that's just trying to live. All right, I know people don't believe it, but there's some white folk that's just trying to live, all right, and be merry. All right, and they can't do that if every time they step outside they are associated with you. All right, and they about to say it, and I'm all for it. God damn it. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
I've tried to do this politely a few times, so I need to speak to y'all for a minute, okay? America's headed two totally different directions, and there's two different kinds of people in this country, but I need to make something abundantly clear. We do not want to be like y'all. I do not want to live like y'all. I don't want to think like y'all, okay? I'm from rural West Georgia. Shout out if you know where Carroll County is. And then I moved to rural Western North Carolina. I've lived in the South most of my life, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all something. I chose to leave the rural South because I don't want to live my life small-minded and poor and rigid and racist and bigoted and all the other tropes that everybody says the South is all about, because I was tired of being surrounded by small-minded bigots. Unfortunately, the South is filled to a surfeit with small-minded, bigoted people who didn't have the imagination to do more. That is a you problem, not a fucking me problem. And I'm so tired of y'all attacking cities like Minneapolis, because one, I know y'all can't spell Minneapolis, but two, I know you're in no goddamn danger of ever venturing to Minneapolis. Now, have I been to Minneapolis? Yes. Is it a wonderful city? Kind of. Minnesota, look, it's the land of lakes, okay? There's a lot of goddamn mosquitoes. If you don't like mosquitoes, don't go to Minneapolis, but the people are wonderful. And if you think, wow, it's a sanctuary city and there's a lot of Somalis there and they got a lot of problems, let them sort their own shit out. Let them figure out their own problems. They don't need anybody else coming in and telling them how to live their lives. I don't go back to Buncombe County, North Carolina and tell y'all how to fucking dip your skull. Leave the fucking people of Minneapolis alone. And that goes for the people of California and Portland and Seattle and whatever city y'all don't like in California or Washington next. Because guess what? You cannot like California and you cannot like Washington and Oregon and the entire West Coast. But guess what? The entire tech sector, the biggest economic driver of our goddamn country, that's in the West Coast. That's in California. California by itself is the world's 8th largest economy. All right, y'all. You don't like Seattle because it's a blue state. All right, Microsoft and Amazon are both based out of there. AWS, all your internet infrastructure, every fucking app you're running is on AWS. Right out of Seattle, Washington. Of course, they got data centers all across the United States, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, I don't like Massachusetts. All these people up in the Northeast, all these blue states. Guess where all your medicine comes from? All the robotics, all these people coming out of MIT. Yeah, that's right. They're coming out of Boston. Boston's a great city, by the way, a little too cold for my taste. It's further north than Toronto, for those of you who don't know. Or as the Canadians say, Toronto. They throw a CH on there. Doesn't make any damn sense to me. But listen, y'all, we don't want to be like y'all. I'm fine to carry water for you. We pay more taxes than y'all do anyway. I'm not sitting here bitching and moaning about my tax bracket. You know why? Because I make enough money not to give a fuck. But I sure as shit, I'm not going to sit here and take an up from you. because you don't like that there's people with blue hair and there's like lesbians holding hands. Let these motherfuckers drive Subarus and just fucking live their goddamn lives. If you don't like Denver, Colorado, don't fucking go. Nobody's making you. Stay small-minded, stay in your small-ass town, stay bigoted, stay homophobic, fuck if I care. But stop trying to enforce the way you want to live on us. We don't want to be like y'all.
Listen, what we have to reckon with in America is that the fruit of the white mainstream church is rotten to the core. Their disciples, the people who come through their doors week after week after week, are so steeped in lies and disinformation and racism, you can't even have a rational conversation with them anymore. An entire generation has been lost to the Fox News propaganda machine on their watch, because these church leaders have cared more about maintaining their church entities, about keeping up their tithes, than they have been in telling the truth. So for 10 years, they didn't warn us about Trump. They told us everything is A-okay, but it's not. And if this is the fruit of the institutions that we call church, then at some point we have to draw the line. At some point we have to reevaluate and find something new. And I know there are plenty of white Christians out there fighting the good fight against Trump and keep it up, because we are the church and we have to come together to save this nation and to save our witness for Christ from these nationalists who have hijacked his name.
The men of this country have to realize that we are legitimately being ruled over by psychopathic pedophiles who are willing to lie, cheat, rape, kill, steal, fucking everything from us for their own benefit. That has to be rejected at mass, because if it's not, civilization will crumble. Nothing will matter. If we can't stand up together as men against these horrific crimes against children and women, then who the fuck are we? And what are we? We are a bunch of we're just as complicit as them if we don't. So all of this shit, this left-right shit, this fucking black-white shit, this gay-straight shit, this I love Trump or I hate Trump shit, doesn't fucking matter. Here's what matters. Are you a good human that stands against this shit, or are you not? And most of the men in this country, I believe, are. And they need to wake the fuck up. They need to start working together, and we need to put massive fucking political pressure on these people to do the right thing. And if they don't, then we have to be prepared to do whatever is required to make that happen. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the only motherfucker out here that is unwilling to live in a country where our leaders are involved in this kind of shit.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.